take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. And the Broncos first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, here's Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for it. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Broncos 8, Chiefs 0.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is the fullback, Sherman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the Broncos' 13-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And they'll turn to Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Locke working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Running with Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The first running back drafted in April, this is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Third down.
Now Locke steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Locke. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 27-yard line.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion.
But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Michael Ojemudia. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
throwing now is Mahomes.
Goes 35-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
You might be getting tired of seeing this. Right there. 54, right there, ready.
They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground again with the fullback Sherman. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. No defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the Chiefs able to force the safety there. I think you probably give an assist to this Kansas City crowd at Arrowhead.
And don't they love it? They love being part of the game and having an influence on the game, because they make it awfully difficult to function, especially when you're backed up deep in your own territory. I think there's a little more going on here than just crowd noise, though. But the home field advantage at Arrowhead, definitely that. A big-time advantage.
Taking it about the 16. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the ground, Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
A gain of 4. Brings up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And able to get this out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
6 yards.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Lindsey, the Bronco ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Number 88. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Lock now on 1st down. No escape for Lock, and he'll go down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going up top into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
56, Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
44-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. I'm coming for you, Mike. 44 is Mike, 44 is Mike. Check, bravo.
From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Locke again. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only first down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in second down. I got to tell you, absolutely no clue what just happened there, none. But I do know it's now second down after the fake. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
One final try for Locke. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.